Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Most of us are praying for a detour. God, get me out of this. God, take me around this. But the shepherd doesn't lead you around the valley. He leads you through it. And that word through changes everything. Because through means this isn't your destination. It's a passage. And for the woman who feels like the walls of her life are closing in right now, grief, a failing relationship, a career death, a diagnosis, a betrayal, this verse isn't a promise that the valley isn't scary. It's a promise that the valley isn't permanent. David doesn't say, even though I'm stuck in the valley. He says, even though I walk, he's moving. Movement is the key. You don't build a house in the valley of the shadow. You keep your feet going until the light changes. The valley is a corridor, not a cul-de-sac. And let's talk about that shadow. A shadow can look terrifying. It can stretch, distort, loom larger than life. But here's what a shadow cannot do. It cannot touch you. A shadow has no material power. The shadow of death is the threat of death, the feeling of being overwhelmed, the fear that this is the end. But a shadow, no matter how dark, cannot stop your feet. It might darken your path, but it cannot block it. So let's name it for what it is, a shadow, not the substance. Now, here's something that most people miss. In the first three verses of Psalm 23, David talks about God. He makes me lie down. He leads me. He restores me, all in third person. But the moment he hits the valley, he stops talking about God. He starts talking to God. You are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. The valley is where theology becomes intimacy, where knowing about God becomes knowing God. When it gets dark, you don't need a sermon, you need a shepherd. I will fear no evil. That's not a feeling that David stumbled into. That's a sovereign veto. He looked at the predators, he looked at the darkness, and he said, I see you, but I refuse to give you my focus. Right? You don't wait for the fear to vanish. You decide right then and there, right now, in the middle of it, that the presence of the shepherd is more real than the threat of the shadow. So if you're in a valley tonight, stop looking for the exit. Start looking for the shepherd. You don't need the valley to end to be safe. You're safe because of who's walking next to you. The darkness doesn't mean you're lost. It just means the scenery has changed. So keep walking. You are moving through.